Okay, here we are on another episode of What is Dad Doing? So last time we left you, Dad, you were putting in the gas tank, but the new tank wasn't in yet. So tell us where you're at and what you've done since I've been gone the past couple of days.
Okay, we've got the new gas tank in, put new hoses on it. That's your filler hose. This is actually a breather hose that goes up beside the filler neck and comes in at the top up there. So when you're putting the gas in, it don't spit it back out. It's got a breather for it. And then you got the breather for the tank that goes up to the top there. And I've made new brake lines for the back of this thing because the ones that I took off of it, I don't know what they bend them around, a Coca-Cola bottle or something like that, but I actually have a bender where I try to make all my bends look like they should, and try to make the stuff look nice. Put the armor on it, that's stainless steel, and I powder coat the brake line silver before I put stainless steel armor on. It's just because I'm a nut, I guess. I just like to make stuff look nice.
What'd you do with the brakes?
Well, I took the rear brakes apart, pulled the wheel cylinder. All the stuff was new. It had new wheel cylinders, new brake shoes, everything. Of course, they had the springs correctly on this side. They had the springs wrong on that side over there. I don't know how in the world they put them springs on it like they did. I mean, that was crazy. But I got that all straightened out. I pulled the axles out, and they had put new wheel bearings on it, but they didn't halfway pack them. So I got the wheel bearings all packed good and got that back in. Now, this thing's supposed to have 8 to 18 in play. It had 32 thousandths in play. So the axles were moving in and out too much. So I took it apart, took a 15 thousand shim out, put it back together. Now it's got 16. So that worked out really good when it was all over with. And then I came up front and tore the front brakes apart. I hadn't got them back on yet because I was looking at the lower control arm bushings and they were all messed up and rubber hanging out of them. So to take this lower control arm off, it's not as hard as most people think. There's a nut here on the ball joint that's on the lower control arm. And so you take this nut and you loosen it 2 turns right here. And then you put a stand under the lower control arm, raise it up, put a piece of wood in there, 2 before works fine, and then raise the car back up so it's got a lot of pressure on this lower control arm right now. And then you take a big hammer and you whack it about 2 or 3 times right there, and it'll pop loose. But you don't turn that nut but 2 turns. So it breaks loose about 1/16 of an inch. Then you go back and let your torsion bar all the way down, and then just take it apart. I mean, it comes right apart. Nope. I mean, well, you have to help it a little bit to get it apart most of the time, especially after people put it together like this one was put together, because they didn't clean any rust off anything. It just painted over the top of it and made a big mess out of it. But that's all straightened out now. I got it over on the table.
All right, let's go look over at the table and what you got over there. Here are the brake lines that were
Yeah.
on the car.
This was a bushing I took out. You can see all the rust inside it and how they just pressed it in. So I honed that, got all the rust out of it, put a new bushing on it. I got it ready to go back together, and that just presses in there. But you have to have something that fits this to press it in. You don't press on this and tear your bushing up, which is exactly what they did when they put it together. So I've got a piece I made 15 years ago. You set that on top of there and press it in. That fits the bushing. You don't tear the bushing up. What they did, they put it together, they pressed on this and caved the bushing in. They killed the bushing when they put it in. And we had the problems with the brakes. Now, most of these people had never seen a platform brake and don't know what it is, and if they're lucky, they'll never have to work on one of them, because this is your adjusters for the brakes. Well, they had torn it's supposed to take a 7/16 6-point socket. Well, they had just rounded them off completely. So what we did is we put it in the Bridgeport, we drilled a hole through there with a number 7 drill, tapped it 1/4 20, screwed the bolt in, and then tack welded the end of the bolt to the back of it. And now they turn just fine. That's better than they were when they were new. So that's how you adjust your brakes. You got one for this side, you got one for each shoe. You got 2 adjusters. And that's how you adjust the brakes on these older cars.
All right, well, that sounds good. That's the latest update from here. We'll shoot another one in a couple of days. And if you guys are able to, come on Saturday. We're going to be celebrating this man's 80th birthday.
Right.